Hello, Leo. Okay, well, this message today, this is something powerful. Oh, yeah. This is powerful. This is a beautiful message. I can't wait to see how this is all going to unfold. Okay. Okay, so I just want to connect really quick. Okay. Okay. I'm going to pull Tarot and Oracle, and of course, I want to talk about the messages I saw in your coffee. Okay. If you are wanting to change your life and you want something physical, a physical representation of this change, so you see it every day and you know, hey, I'm changing my life. Okay. Otter Spirit bracelets, the discount code is in the description. But, anyways, I saw a Sphinx. So there's something magical happening here because the Sphinx represents that. It represents guarding your body, your energy, your mind like a temple, treating and honoring your life, your being as a temple, as holy. Yeah. And any situation that doesn't honor that, it's not allowed. It's not allowed, and that's it. That's it. And you pull your energy away from it. This is something very beautiful that you're discovering how to do. I saw a fox. So a fox can have a lot of meanings, okay? And it can talk about, obviously a trickster kind of energy. And we'll see as that comes up in the cards, if that kind of energy is around. But also what the fox can really talk about, is the fox is bright red, right? It's like, hey, I'm a fox. You're going to see me. You know what I mean? When it snows, it's all winter. It's just this bright red fox. When, it's green, lush green everywhere, this bright red fox. So there is this energy of something that you cannot hide, something you can't hide from, something that it's time for you to be seen. Spirit wants you to be seen. There's something here where you chose this body, you chose this lifetime to be seen. And that could have also been a hindrance for your whole life. It could have led to you being very misunderstood. Foxes, hey, they get a bad rap. They do. Okay? And this can cause you to be blamed for things and be in situations that they're not fully representative of who you are, which cause you to want to hide away. But you're meant to be seen. And there is something here that there could be a way to go about something that will be better. Because if the fox wants to travel through the town, they're seen. They're a fox. Everyone is going to see them. They're bright red. They have no camouflage. They have no way, but they do. Because if the fox waits and they observe the community for a little bit, they will know that early in the morning, nobody is out. They will know that on Sundays, everyone is in the church. So they can just walk and they can be seen because they're using this kind of intellect. So there's something here we're going to see about that message. I saw a hedgehog. Hedgehogs in ancient Egypt, I had no idea. How fascinating is this? In ancient Egypt, hedgehogs were considered sacred and they were considered to be linked to reincarnation. So in an African folklore, they're guides. Okay, they're guides. So there's some kind of a culmination between multiple lifetimes that you can see. So there can be a lot of ways right now where you don't want to be seen and a lot of ways right now where you need to be seen. And this is you wrestling with all these different lifetimes. What happened when you were seen? What happened when you weren't seen? There's something about that. We're going to see about that. 3 people that I saw. So there is something here about this. 3 people are going to come to you. And I don't think they're going to come to you like you're going to kind of know when it's happening, right? It could be completely separate people. And I feel like they're just going to spill their guts to you. They're just going to tell you these hidden secrets that they haven't been able to tell anyone ever in their whole life. And here's the thing. This is the energy of you just holding space. Yeah. This is the energy of you just letting them say what they need to say. And this is, it's like a superpower here. Because you're finding your way. And as you find your way and you level up to another higher frequency and something new, people that were at the stage before you, they come to you. And you kind of help them in that stage. So there's something here where you spoke your truth. At some point, you spoke your truth. You decided to vibrate at your truth, And now you're moving on towards that. So what's this next stage of this journey? What is this going to bring? And right before this happens, these 3 people are coming to you here. Okay. And this is going to bring for you a lot of relief. It's like this feeling of you're hoping, you go to the game, and what do you know? They hit a home run and you catch it. That's how this feels. It's kind of like, yeah, you want it. You would hope for it, but you don't expect it. And the ball is just, and you just do it. You just catch it. I really like this. Okay, let's see. Let's use these cards. Okay, let's see about this now. Wow, look at this. Independence. Wow, I love this. And status. Look here. Beautiful. See, she's willing to be seen. She's on her own and she's willing to be seen. So there's something here that good, bad, whatever, you just have to be willing to be seen. That's it. Be willing to be there and have this energy where your energy is kind of pulled back to yourself. And let things come to you. Let things unfold to you. Don't be afraid of silence. And just being in your energy and confident in your energy. Because there is something to be said about preparing before you go places. And this is like the fox. The fox is preparing before they go places. The Sphinx is knowing what their standards are of who's allowed in the temple and who is not. And they don't, make little negotiations. No, it doesn't happen. So it's like you're kind of firm on some things here. And now you're thinking ahead and preparing of, how do I want this to go? What do I want to be? Where do I want to go here? Where do I want to go there? How am I going to orchestrate within myself to then just show up and be? There's something here about this energy of not needing to be validated by anyone else. And when you don't need that exterior validation and whatever anyone thinks, it's irrelevant, there is this kind of unspoken confidence, a surety of who you are. And this draws people to you, and it calls to them to do the same. And this is why they are willing to be vulnerable and tell you everything. And this gets it off their chest, and it leads them going to this journey too, but that's their journey, right? But there's something here where you're independent and you're going to be seen. Yeah. And there's something here about coming up with, Abraham Hicks is what I'm getting now, getting out ahead of it. If you get out ahead of something, then it's like you're vibing in a way for everything to sync up and go well. Yeah, and look at this. Look at this here. And this is representative of your feminine and masculine energies being balanced here and a crown being given. So there's something here that you're really realizing, just like the fox is kind of realizing, hey, everyone is going to see me. I cannot hide. Why should I hide? And even if I do want to hide, I can look, I can watch, and now I know it is safe to go out. And other people will be away. So the fox never actually has to hide. It's that the fox sees when there is no one there, and then they can go. So it's kind of like the fox not changing. It's seeing how other people are behaving. And okay, this is how I want to engage. This is how I want to pass through this. There's something here that you're seeing within your feminine, your masculine energy. of how to navigate it in a way that you are solid. The environment doesn't change you. You change the environment. If the fox was vibing at a rate where it doesn't matter what these people think of me, it doesn't matter to be seen, sure, I prefer not to, but whatever, and goes out, it's like everybody will just happen to be like looking at a bird, or they drop something, you know, and the fox could just walk right by every single person, bright red, and everyone will just happen, oh, I got something in my eye, to not see this fox. You know what I'm saying? Within you, oh yeah, when you balance this, and this is something here about past lives too. There's something here. There's something here about this. We're gonna see more about it. How interesting is this, right? Friendship, whoa. I love it. How beautiful. It's really beautiful, because what this is really saying is when you don't need anyone else, you know, when you love and you are complete just within yourself and you validate yourself and that's it, okay, then what happens is everything comes to you. This is equal. So this could be representative of an equal partnership, but this is the masculine and feminine energies equally balanced within you. And then look at this crown that is coming here, you know. So this is beautiful things that are coming. And then when that happens, then you have friendship coming. Then you have friends that are showing up. And so there's something here about new people that you're going to meet, that you're going to be around, and you've known these people in a past life. Yeah. And you're going to be able to see, who is my enemy in a past life? Look, eccentricity, yeah. Who was my enemy in a past life, and who was not? Maybe that doesn't really matter, but who is here with me, building this newness that I'm building now? Because when you get to this place of eccentricity, what it's really talking about is your past, all these patterns. Generation upon generation, lifetime upon lifetime, there's patterns and patterns, and you fall into the patterns. The same thing happens that happened to those that came before you, that happened in lifetimes before. But there comes a point where you balance your energy in such a way that then new things start to happen. And this is what expansion is. This is the universe expanding. When we are reaching for more and we allow ourselves to be balanced, to grow in such a way that we are creating. We are not in a world where creation is happening to us. We are the creator of the world. Yeah. And in a way that is new and different than anything that has happened before. Anything that has come before. You have very strong creator energy. You're very tapped into that energy. It could really benefit you to think back to the beginning of the universe. When the universe was first created, that beginning energy. Oh yeah, because that's your energy. That's what your energy is. This card really wanted to come out, criticism. And there are people that will point at you and laugh at you, and they are only pointing that finger in their own eye. That's it. That is it. That's what this is really talking about. This is like Albert Einstein. Everybody thought Albert Einstein was like mentally not there. He failed school, blah, blah, blah. We're still talking about Albert Einstein today. Still, you know, no, who's been able to top Albert Einstein? Nobody. Everybody made fun of him and they thought he was brain dead. This is what they thought of Albert Einstein. You know what I'm saying? Anyone that has done anything great, anything really great, you know, how much were they criticized? You know, how much? So much. So much. But here's the thing. You're doing it anyways. This is feeling the fear, but doing it anyways. I'm still going to go for it. There's something here that you're still going to go for. And you doing this is helping other people. This is helping yourself. It's helping others as well. Yeah, this is very interesting. Okay. We're gonna look at this now. There's something here with this fox energy that I'm feeling now. Because criticism and charity. So there's somebody here, pay very close attention to people who criticize you, but then they want to offer you something to help. So they want to bring you down. They want you to feel down, but then they have the solution to make you feel better. No. Because you have bluff, you have negotiation here. So you see how this is like the same cards. Somebody wants to criticize you and then they want to give to you. Somebody, it's like they're lying to you, but then they want you to kind of negotiate with their ridiculous lies. What? This is the time for you to be generous to yourself. God is going to be generous with you. Source energy is going to be generous with you, but this is for you. This is not for other people. And that's something that you need to pay attention to. Look at this. Influence, drama, ostentation. Yeah, all the crazies come out of the good work, the woodwork here. Look at caution. No. Okay, we're gonna look more at this now. We're looking more at this now because this is the thing where you start to build momentum and then you get knocked down. So we want to stop this from happening. Yeah, this is like somebody who, you know, they're doing great, and then they meet somebody, you know, they let's say they started their own business, they bought a house, they're loving their life, you know, they recovered from a bad breakup, and then she meets this guy, and what do you know, it all goes downhill from there. And people want to blame that guy, and okay, yeah, I can understand that, but she let this happen. So there's something here that maybe things go really well, and then when you add other people to the mix, what happens? Why is it falling apart? We're going to look at this. Because of boundaries. And it can be boundaries with the things that you say. It can be boundaries with things that disrupt your peace, because when you try to speak about the amazing things of the world and then people, they doubt. So this causes you to doubt. And this is the crab that, you know, they don't want to let you get out of the pot. They want to pull you down. Hey, we're dying, you're dying too. No. Not okay. Yeah. Okay, let's get this started. Let's see more. Let's see a little more about this. Yeah. There's something here that's coming to an end. And what's coming to an end is you're going back and forth. Between being independent and between still entertaining things that do not respect your value or worth. People, whatever. Thinking about, could be somebody you haven't spoken to in 9 years, but you still think about it. This is what we're talking about. There's done with the juggling back and forth. There's something here that you need to believe, because you're really talented. You're really gifted at something. There's something here and this makes you independently you. It makes you unique. You love this. You would love to be seen for doing this, but you don't want people to know that you do this. Okay, yeah. And there is no more juggling back and forth. It's time. It's your time. You are good enough as is, worthy. Yep, the way that you are. exactly the way that you are right now. Mm-hmm. What the heck? What the heck? How did this card get in this deck? Okay, so this could really be about love too. This could really be about love. But really, you're realizing how to treat yourself with love. Yeah. Because look at how stressed up she is. Look at how she's reading this letter here. You know, there's something really beautiful here about allowing yourself to receive, allowing somebody else, because you have to have space for somebody else to be there and to do something, or you're just going to do everything on your own, you know. So sometimes your masculine energy needs to come out. And it's time to take charge. It's time to do things, right? And sometimes it's time for your feminine energy to come out when you're respecting yourself. Things that can really help you do this is sleep on a different side of the bed. Move the furniture around in your house. You always sit in one spot. Can you flip it so you sit the complete opposite spot? Okay. When you brush your teeth, use the opposite, your non-dominant hand to do this. There's something that it's like you're rewiring your brain, and Albert Einstein did this. Every single day he rode his bike to work because you're utilizing both sides of your brain, both of the hemispheres of your brain. Yeah. And the way that each of the hemispheres of our brain is connected together is unique. No two people are connected the same way. No. So when you're using both sides of your brain simultaneously, this can help you in your life to see how to balance out this energy. And this, when you harness this, there are places that you go mentally. There's things that your body can do physically. There's a creation that happens that is unlike any other, you know. Oh yeah, it's completely unlike any other. And there's areas of your life where you're being too masculine, and there's areas in your life where you're being too feminine. You're going to see about how to balance them out. Feminine means I am going to feel, I'm going to allow, and I'm going to be willing to say softly how I really feel and open up when it is appropriate, right? Yeah. And being really in that moment and being in love with yourself, being in love with this life, you know. And masculine energy is really taking charge, physically doing it, you know, in this reality. Page of Cups here. This is interesting. Very interesting. There is some kind of a new opportunity that's kind of like a dream. And this dream is kind of like coming to you in such a unique way. Because with this fish, it's like, is this fish, am I seeing this fish in the cup for real or no? It could jump into this water at any point, but is this here or am I imagining this? So there is a way that you're going to be showing yourself, you're going to be seen. But then it's like, are you really receiving what you want to receive or not? You know, there is kind of this way about going about faith, going forward with something with faith. And this is some kind of like, it would be dreamy. And this is the going towards the direction of that dream. It can be very beginning of the journey, but just daring to dream and daring to kind of follow through with it. And then this leads to, what is this beautiful celebration? And look at this friendship here. So it's going to lead to you meeting a lot of people here. Yeah. Yeah. This could be something like, you could be somebody who's like very, you know, feminine, and you hear about an event, something, but it's a very masculine event, and you're like, I don't think I fit there, but you want to go to it. You know what I'm saying? There is kind of this dreaminess that's pulling you to go to it, and it ends up, you end up meeting people at this event here. But there's something here about being open to something that maybe was, you kind of see yourself as more the opposite of that. And this is leading to different kinds of friendships. It's going to lead to different kinds of celebrations for you. Yeah. And look, it's going to lead to a lot of stability, a lot of security. It's going to lead to you having people that you can rely on. It is going to lead to what you put your energy into. It comes back so much more, and you're not just taken care of. You're not just doing all right. You're doing amazing. Everything is taken care of. You know, you're secure financially. You're secure with your health. You're secure with how you feel to be who you are, to allow people to do things for you, but also capable of doing things for yourself. Yes. This is very beautiful. Wow. Let's see about this bluff. This almost feels like things go really well, and then it's like somebody contacts you with some kind of a scam, or I don't know what. Yeah, you have the King of Pentacles. So there's somebody here that they're not changing. They're the same. They want the same old tricks here. That's the King of Pentacles energy. And it's kind of like this energy of, you know, all the evidence points to this. If you're questioning, you have your answer, right? No, we're not doing this. Yeah, there's a lot of joy to be had here. There's a lot of joy. And sometimes it's like, when you get really stable and beautiful things start to come in, this is also when the nonsense can try to come in to trick you, to confuse you, to guilt you into giving to them. And what happens is they're not valuing what you're giving, and it's just like water pouring through their hands. So then you stop receiving because you're putting your energy, your money towards something, being generous to something that doesn't deserve generosity, right? God has a lot to give. There's a lot of people that don't have anything. Okay, so it's like you have to recognize what is right, and that people have to get themselves to that vibrational place, because you can give somebody a meal, the money for a meal, but if you teach them to fish, but they don't want to learn how to fish, okay, well then I can't help you. And that's that. You teach them to fish, they're never going to go hungry again, but they don't want that. They just want a handout. And even then, are they even going to eat it? Are they going to eat one bite and just like forget about it? You know, I've had people that way. I give things to them and they don't cherish what I give to them. They treat it like garbage. And this is why they don't have anything. They don't cherish what it is that they have. They have to learn that lesson. And then this is draining your own energy. Yeah, that's what this is about. There's a lot of changes. The world is opening up for you. Anywhere you want to go, you can go there. You want to move. You want to travel. Yeah. You want to do something different with your days. The way you're moving in this world, you're changing. Yeah. And that's what's so important about the planet Venus. The planet Venus moves in a pattern that makes a rose. So when you move in a pattern of your life with love, but love for yourself, and only giving to what honors that love, right? This is how really anything you want. And look how we're ending on the Sphinx. When you're guarding your energy with love and with purity, and only those situations, circumstances, people that honor that are allowed in your presence, you know, or you're turning away. This is how miracles really happen. This is how you're changing your life. This is how the universe can give to you, and you can have something that's beautiful. This is a lifestyle that you really want, that you're dreaming of, where you're secure, you're carefree, let's just enjoy the day, because why not? Because everything is taken care of, and no matter what happens, we have everything we need to be able to take care of that too. You deserve to live like that. Yeah. Okay, Leo, this is what I have for you. I hope it helps. Please like and subscribe, okay? Also, I have personal readings that are now available. All the information is in my Etsy shop, link below. Okay,